Travis, want to ask, first couple days of practice, what have you seen from the guys, and specifically, what have you seen out of your defense so far?
You know, the guys, it was really good, to be honest, is the guys is just eager to be back out there. You can see that we took a step forward, you know, from spring. Guys kind of understanding the defense and understanding what we asking them to do, getting to the ball like a crazy person. So that's really good. Just the excitement and bringing the juice, you know. So that's always good. That's the first 2 days we don't have any pads on, so we got to be able to bring that juice and get better and better each day.
Coach, where would you say you kind of left things during the spring? I think we talked to you early in spring, maybe not towards the end. Was that a productive 4 weeks, and do you feel like, you know, the team was ready, you know, heading into camp?
Yeah, I thought it was productive. I thought we got better each day, you know, just building a new scheme and building a culture on defense of what we want to do. And I definitely thought they got better. And in the first 2 days is even better from the spring. So I think the time of them just this summer doing things on their own and understanding what we asking on defense, it's a lot better the first 2 days.
Coach, in talking to your players at Media Day, a lot of them said that when they look back on last season, that they just didn't finish. When you looked at film from last year, what did you see?
I mean, you know what? I saw guys, obviously it's a couple things. They had COVID, right? So it was guys that were missing all over the country. Some guys, it was guys that opted out. But I did see a team that created a lot of turnovers. It was still sixth in the country in creating turnovers. I know a lot of people talk about the other stats, and obviously we know about those, but we saw a team that actually knew how to get the ball out. And then we saw some things that we think we can fix and work on as well. So it's all about finishing on any level, you know, just playing 4 quarters, that sort of deal, and, you know, not getting tired. But it was also some things that we thought they did well last year as well.
Travis, we talked to Big Cat yesterday, a couple days ago, and you mentioned how the conversation you had with him when you called him up to kind of lay out the plan to come here, and he talked about how he wanted to make this year, he wanted to prove to everyone, even to himself, you know, that he was the best defensive player in the country. What have you seen out of him, and what does he bring to your defense?
Just leadership. I mean, he's a natural leader. He was a captain last year. Where we came from, so he's just a natural leader. He's a guy that's very motivated to be the best that he can be, and that's what we talked about, and been in a position to be the best that he can be. But that goes with working every day. You have to work. It's not something that you talk about. It's actually putting in work, and he's done a great job this summer working his tail off to be the best that he can be.
Travis, another transfer you guys brought in, Bryson Armstrong. He comes from Kennesaw State, FCS level. Is there a big difference in that? And I know he's one of their more accomplished players. What have you seen from him these first couple of days, and what can he bring to the team?
A pro. You see a guy that's a pro, that's a seasoned vet, very smart, savvy at what he does on the football field. He's a guy that in helmets, 7-on-7 type of guy, probably not his deal, you know, even though he's not messing up or anything like that. He's actually flashing, but he's a football player. He's a guy that tomorrow I'm eager to see him with his pads on, but he's picking up the defense, very, very smart. He's a guy that it just comes easy for him, just learning the scheme. But he's a football player for sure.
Coach, the past few years, UC has primarily been known for offense. Obviously, you know, scoring a lot of points, going fast. It hasn't been known for defense. And in talking to guys at Media Day, they kind of felt maybe their side of the ball was overshadowed a little bit. Did you kind of, you know, since you got here, get a sense that the guys are excited that defense is obviously going to be just as important as offense going forward?
Yes, I think, you know, at the end of the day, you know, if the defense feels slighted or whatever, make them say your name. Go out there and ball. That's the thing we talk about. Like, no one's saying your name. That's a good, you know, it's cool. Use it as motivation, but make sure they're saying your name at the end of it. So we don't really get caught up into what people write or what people think. We just got to know football. You still got to line up. Still got to line up and play. That's why I love this sport. You can't talk your way into this deal. Like, this is one of the last gladiator sports. Now, you got UCF and things like that, but I think football is a sport where you can't talk your way into it. So we're just trying to work every day and then get better day by day, and we'll see how everything else take care of itself.
Travis, is there your scheme-wise, schematically for the defense, are you looking to make a big change? Are you going to the 3-4, 4-2, 5, anything like that? What will it look like, and what will you want to see from this unit when fall camp is over?
Well, it's one of those deals where I'm not gonna tell you what we're gonna run because, to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it real. But we're gonna do what's best for our guys that fits our roster. So whatever fits our roster, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put our guys in the best position to be successful. We're not gonna try to just beat a system into them. We're not doing anything they can't do. We're gonna do everything that they can do so they can play fast. But we'll be multiple. But how multiple is all about what we pick up as far as the defense.
Back to media day, talking to defensive players, they all seem to be dialed in that they were ranked 123rd in defense. Has that been a point of emphasis as you look back on last season that you're talking to them about?
Well, it's been mentioned, but at the end of the day, we can't change what happened last year. We can't look back. We just got to get better and better each day. You know, we got to just figure out the reason we were ranked that, for whatever reason, guys being out, COVID, different things like that. But we can't harp on last year. We just got to get better. I'm here and I'm focused on today and being focused on tomorrow. Last year don't help us for this year at all. I don't care if we was #1 defense in the country. They don't help you for this season. So we're just trying to just stay focused on what's ahead of us right now in the present moment.
Coach, I know everyone's obviously got to earn their job, but what's maybe the biggest question mark you have for camp? Is there a position battle you're just kind of anxious to see, how it shakes out?
All of them. It's the depth chart is fluid. Like I tell the guys, they'll tell you we don't have starters, we have standards. If they uphold the standard on and off the field, if they get to the ball like their life depending on it, they play physical, they play their technique, they play their alignment, they're not on a list off the field, these lists that comes up, then they have a chance to play here. But we don't have starters, we have standards, so it's a culture of competition. We create a culture of competition. We're not handing anybody anything. You're gonna have to work for it, and it's gonna be fluid throughout camp, and that's the way I like it. You get what you earn.
You brought in some transfers. Obviously, we talked about Big Cat and some of the other guys. What do you want? What do you expect out of those guys? And is that something you kind of can see in the future, maybe bringing a little bit of experience here and there, maybe to kind of counteract with some of the youth on the team as well?
Yeah, well, to answer your first question, I expect those guys to come in and be able to help us. But again, you have to earn it. And then for the future, you also have to lay a foundation of young guys as well. And then you could sprinkle in some transfers here and there if you need them. So it's all about really what Coach Malzahn wants and what he sees from the top and what the whole program needs. And I just follow suit of what Coach Malzahn wants, and we'll go from there.
What is it that you like about Coach Dawson's approach in strength and conditioning, and how have you seen progress over these months?
Yeah, I like because he's a straight shooter. He comes with energy every day, and he's gonna treat everybody the same, and he's a business-like approach with the guys. He's hard on them, which is good. Taking them through tough things, so when you get out on the field, it's not a shock to your body. So I think he's a great addition to what we're doing.
Coach, recruiting is so important. It's the lifeblood of a program. Obviously, it was a pivotal few months in the summer, visits and guys making commitments. How would you assess kind of how the first go-around of recruiting went for you guys at UCF?
Thought it went well. I thought all the guys on the staff worked their tail off. We hit the ground running June 1st. Coach Malzahn hit the ground running, so it starts up top, and then the coordinators and everybody else kind of follows suit from the top. So I thought it was awesome. I thought it was good. So just bringing notoriety and getting guys on campus is always good because this is a great place. So we just got to just get them here as far as just getting here and seeing it and let the chips kind of fall from there.
Travis, when you guys arrived here, there was a lot of hype surrounding that. What's been the response to some of the high school coaches and recruiting and stuff like that, and the buzz that you guys would generate for this program?
It's been good. Just talking to all the guys in Orlando, starting here because we want to definitely recruit this area, and then kind of disperse from there. Just having all the coaches on campus and having an open door policy and just letting them know that we are going to recruit their school and we want to recruit their school and we want them to be involved in what we have going on here, from coaches clinics to coming in and talking ball tours and all that good stuff. So, I'm an old high school coach. So I coached high school 2 years, and it was some of the best times I had. So I just understand just that foundation of the development, from the high school level. So it's an open door, and obviously Coach Malzahn, his high school background. So it's an open door to all high school coaches. Awesome. That was awesome. Go Knights, charge on, all that good stuff.